It is finally time.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hello there. Welcome to Lorne Armstrong, The Legacy of COD, the Lornemas 2022 special. So, happy Lornemas. We made it a full month. Today, we're going to be doing what everybody should be doing on this lovely holiday. We're going to be reviewing and reading the chat log. Yes, that's right. We are going to run through the entire chat log. I know others have done it, others have read it in full, but I haven't done it and I think it would be very, very fun to do so. As you can tell on the fireplace, it was this Holy Lornography book. There's nothing inside, it's just a nice leather cover book that resembles a Bible, but it's very pretty, I like it a lot. Anywho, we have no time to waste, so let's get started. Lorne comes in wanting to know something about his new friend, hoping to start a conversation. Kayla responds by saying that she is 13 and a girl. Lorne makes a comment about her age, which is really weird, but we'll just count that as banter. He also comes out saying that he's a good guy because he has 2 nieces. Absolutely nobody questioned your character, Lorne, so I don't know why you have to prove that you're a good guy. Oh my god, we're gonna be here forever if I don't pick up the pace. Lorne and Kayla get to know each other. Lorne is 36, male, and lives in Nashville, and he shows Kayla a picture of his dogs. They talk dogs, and then Lorne suggests showing himself on camera. A bit quick there, but sure, why not? He does so, and they continue the conversation after putting a towel on the bottom of his door so his neighbors don't come asking to use his stuff. They chat some more, and it's really weird, but if I point out everything, we'll be here all day. Which is what I know some of you want, but we have a whole month to get through, so let's just keep this train rolling. Lorne tells Kayla not to tell anyone online her last name because there are some crazy people out there and they want to look for her. You don't say.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down! On the ground!
Blah blah blah. Here we go. Lorne and Kayla start to discuss her relationship, asking if she kissed and done more. Lorne comments on how innocent she is, and Lorne goes on to break that innocence by explaining how to have sex with her, a 13-year-old girl. Lorne also goes on to explain how to masturbate to her, getting her to try it and continuing the sexual topics afterward. This leads to Lorne exposing himself to Kayla on camera, and this is only day 1, folks. Not only is this the first day of the chat, but it bleeds into the second one because it's the middle of the night and they keep talking. So let's keep going. Lorne gets Kayla to delete her archives so her parents wouldn't find out about all the weird stuff that just went on, and he requests that Kayla do this every time they stop talking for the night. I wonder where he learned that from. Lorne finishes this conversation by trying to be protective, telling Kayla that he'll find a way to change Kayla's last name on MySpace. They go to bed shortly after that. Hopefully the tone is properly set for you now, because this is our 0. This is our base. We don't get any higher than this. We're only going downward. Lorne wakes up and tries to talk to Kayla. Kayla sadly couldn't respond until 8 p.m. that day. I wonder where she was. Fun fact, Lorne and Kayla typically talk between 8 p.m. and 1 a.m. because Kayla has school and Lorne has work. Just something to keep in mind. They talk for a bit. Kayla tells Lorne about her day at school, and Lorne tells Kayla about his new job. By the way, Lorne's camera is on the entire time. Lorne mentions marriage, and it literally hasn't even been a day yet. They talk about their favorite food, and more about dogs and about music. Kayla shows Lorne a picture of herself in a pool. Lorne mentions a crush Kayla could have on him. Lorne asks if she experimented on her own, and Kayla says no. Lorne continues on this line of logic, and like this right here is like really bad. Kayla says that she is tired. Lorne reminds her to delete her archives. Then he exposes himself to her again, and they go to bed. Lorne and Kayla talk again. They surprisingly talk casually for a while. Lorne asks about Kayla getting a camera. Lorne compliments Kayla a lot. He also mentions marriage again. Lorne also says that he sometimes have naughty thoughts about her. Wait, sometimes? Did we just forget about the past 2 days? Lorne tries to convey to Kayla that he wishes that he was around his age so they could have sex and he wouldn't go to jail for it. That doesn't stop him though.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down! On the ground!
Lorne continues on this line of conversation, saying that she's great and that he'd take her on dates if only she was of age. We get confirmation that yes, Lorne was naked on camera the entire time. Lorne asks if Kayla feels like experimenting again. Lorne constantly talks sexually to Kayla and alludes to wanting to have sex with her. Lorne talks about meeting Kayla, but doesn't go into much detail because Yahoo records everything. Lorne poorly explains what an IP address is. They add each other on MySpace, reminds Kayla to delete her archives, and they both go to bed. We start again as usual with Lorne having his camera up. They talk about MySpace things. Lorne gives Kayla his number and continues to flirt with Kayla. Lorne wants to make sure that Kayla is in love with him as much as he is in love with her. He exposes himself again, tells Kayla to delete her archives again, and they go to bed. This was the shortest day so far. Okay, so I never mentioned this, but Lorne would leave like 2 or 3 messages for Kayla throughout the day while Kayla was gone. I'm bringing it up now because Lorne says that he stared at a picture of Kayla for an hour. Come on, man, I know you're trying to manipulate her, but you don't gotta lie. Anywho, we start the conversation with Lorne sending Kayla a poem because he's good at writing poems. Fun fact, Lorne's poems are as good as his writing. Middle school level at best, and a lot of it is literal with no deeper meaning or play on words.
Good morning to all, to the Church of God. I hope you slept well and your day is fun. May you spend it being constructive and not sit on the computer all day. Get up and do some exercise and watch the depression go away.
So, it's right up Kayla's alley. Kayla finally gets a card or something and is able to call Lorne. They chat on the phone about stuff, and holy crap does Kayla sound young.
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey,
You sound so sweet.
thank you. I got a stupid question.
Huh?
How do you pronounce your name?
Lorne.
Well, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, don't be sorry. You were so sweet.
He's so happy that she's real. Anyway, after the performance of I Loved Her First,
Time changes everything, life must go on, and I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first.
Wow.
Wow.
You sound really good.
You want to come to my concert?
Of course I do.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta marry you, so you'll be there anyway.
Lorne and Kayla end their phone conversation and get back to texting. They talk about how great it was to hear each other. Lorne then turns it sexual again and discusses how great it'll be to have sex with her. Lorne reminds Kayla not to trust anyone on the internet, and we bleed into the next day again. Lorne exposes himself to Kayla again and talks to her about kissing it. Lorne asks if she has any hair down there. Kayla says that she has to go. Lorne keeps talking about his dick, tells Kayla to delete her archives, shows his dick to Kayla again, and they say goodnight. Despite it not even being a full week yet, Lorne is already head over heels for Kayla. That phone call really did it for him, huh? Lorne and Kayla talk later this day, and Lorne admits that he is in fact falling for Kayla, and that this is a bad thing. Lorne then explains why he can't be with Kayla, and he fully explains why he could go to jail for being with a 13-year-old. It's like he's writing his own obituary. Well, would you look at this? Lorne claims that he was the one who wanted to wait until Kayla was 18 in order to pursue a relationship with her. But right here, Lorne doesn't make such a statement. He only says the obvious, that it's bad that she's not over 18. Kayla was the first one to say to wait till she's 18, and Lorne refuses to let that happen. Rewriting history, I see. Lorne explains that he is in love with Kayla, and they keep talking about this until Kayla starts getting ready to go to her friend's house, and Lorne starts getting ready to go to a barbecue. Here is where we get our first mention of Derek. Derek is Kayla's ex-boyfriend and is also like 13 years old. Lorne gets jealous of a kid because he might take away his precious Kayla. Now this kid right here, Derek, is an absolute genius. Taking a step back here, Sherry Twist, the person who is playing Kayla the decoy in the chat log, had no reason to put Derek in the chat log. Lorne is already on the ropes, so Sherry didn't even have to put in Derek, and that's what I love about him so much. He's there just to troll Lorne. Lorne and Kayla leave for their events, and they don't talk to each other till tomorrow. Nothing happens the next day, it's just them talking about the same things over and over again. Well, hold on, looks like Derek makes a surprise appearance, and this time Lorne is the one to bring him up. It's a short exchange, but it's funny nonetheless. The next day is another short day with nothing to note. Lorne and Kayla will chat on iMessage for a bit, but nothing crazy happens. Lorne starts the next day by complaining to Kayla how terrible his job is. Trust me, this will come up later. Lorne tries to move the conversation to MySpace, but it keeps crashing on Kayla, so they stay here. Lorne again brings up Derek because he unironically is jealous of a 13-year-old boy. Lorne does some more flirting. He talks about toes for some reason, more weird sex talk, and of course, this day bleeds into the next one. And on an important part no less, as Lorne in detail instructs Kayla on how to masturbate again. It is a lot worse than last time. Really bad. Once they finish, Lorne tells Kayla to delete her archives, leaves her with homework, and they go to bed. Once they're able to talk again that day, Lorne continues to do his thing. He describes his thoughts to Kayla, which are sexual in nature. This leads to more sexually charged chatting and flirting mixed in there. We get a rare Kayla no in the chat after Lorne asks her for a nude photo. More sex stuff, and we transition to the next day. One thing I want to point out that Lorne does here and throughout the entire chat log is this weird proxy stuff. Let's look back at this part right here. Lorne explains what he wants to do to Kayla and asks Kayla twice if she wants to do this. Now, why does Lorne have to ask? Two reasons. One, he knows what he is doing is wrong, so the justification of she wants to do it so it's okay will ease his mind. And two, he's very insecure. Lorne needs to know that you love him just as much as he loves you, so he'll constantly be asking you, do you like me? Do you want to be with me? And things of that nature. He would also go on to do this with Ramona and ask her over and over again, do you care about me? And Ramona would respond, well, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't be here. And that should be enough, but Lorne still needs more. And look, I understand that you have to try to gauge the temperature of the room to see if someone likes you or not, but this ain't it, Chief. The 27 rolls in and Lorne and Kayla continue the chat. Lorne asks for pictures again. He exposes himself to Kayla, tells her to delete her archives, and they go to bed. They come back online to talk. Lorne is naked, of course. They talk about having children together. More of the same stuff from every other freaking day. Delete your archives, teehee. Good night. This better start picking up soon because I don't know if I can keep repeating myself. Lorne gets permission to call Kayla Miss Kayla Armstrong. Lorne constantly goes on about it. More sex talk. Did you see my penis yet? Delete those archives, honey. Good night. Holy crap, a full day without Kayla and Lorne is freaking out. Hey, that makes things easy for me. The last day of September. And look, Lorne hasn't even driven away Kayla yet. Kayla explains that she was at her friend's house with Derek. Lorne freaks out because he's a sad man, and Kayla tells him what happened that night with Derek. Lorne loses his cool and outright says that he doesn't like this kid because he's gonna make a move on her. You can't make this stuff up. It gets even funnier when Kayla has to explain Derek's existence to Lorne. Like, yeah, this kid is in my grade and around my age, so of course he's gonna be hanging around my friends. Am I supposed to just not hang out with my friends because he's there? Good job, Kayla. Kayla talks Lorne off the ledge, and they do their usual song and dance. Lorne finally mentions the possibility of meeting up, and they talk about it for a bit, but then Kayla has to go, so she deletes her archives and they go to bed. Man, that day really got me reinvigorated, and we're finally in October with 18 days left, so let's keep pushing forward. The next day rolls in and they both continue to chat. Man, Kayla was really upset that she had to go yesterday. I wonder why after all the other days where Kayla had to be forced off the computer by her parents, this day where they're making the plans is the day that she gets forced off the computer and she's really upset about it. It really does make one think, huh?
Sheriff's office, down! Get down! On the ground!
Kayla tells Lorne that her parents will be gone between the 18th and the 21st. Lorne pretty much invites himself, and boom, we got a date. Of course, they still have a ton of planning to do, but our boy Lorne got that covered. The neighbors will also be gone. How lucky. They talk about the plan some more, and Lorne exposes himself again. Blah blah blah, delete your archives. Next day, Lorne is now counting the days so I don't have to. We get another masturbation session. They're almost like cutscenes with how much they happen. It goes well? Jesus Christ. Lorne talks about how much he hates his job. Lorne suggests that Kayla comes back to his house with him instead of staying at her house. They talk about what they're going to do together when they meet. Lorne talks about her clothing some more. Lorne exposes himself to Kayla. Delete your archives. Next day, they talk. 15 more days, baby. More empty sweet talk. More weirdness. More school drama. Make sure you bring condoms for when you visit. Lorne also says that he's going to bring a bracelet for Kayla and take one of her pairs of underwear. Only one of those happens. I'm sure you know which one.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down! On the ground!
More sex talk. Delete your archives. Next day, Lorne talks about his previous relationships and how they all failed. Don't worry though, I'm sure this one will work out.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down! On the ground!
Uh-oh, Lorne is getting suspicious. Shh, don't worry. You're thinking about it too hard. Oh, okay. Why does Lorne say this? Does your perfect woman have to be at your doorstep every minute? And if she isn't, then she must be talking to another person? Hopefully this toxic trait doesn't stick with him.
Hey Dan, I was sending you messages after messages. You still haven't fucking answered me. Why are you paying such close attention to my woman? And why are you not with fucking Emma? You went out to fucking California to fucking find Emma? Is what you fucking told me? You said you fucking found her? But you're in the fucking hospital with my fucking woman. Give me her fucking heart bones and shit.
More sex talk. Another look at Mr. Penis. Lorne incriminates himself even further. Delete your archives. Uh-oh, no messages while Kayla was gone? Has Lorne finally come to his senses? Nope, Lorne has to throw up and he's making a really big deal out of it. The convo bleeds into the next day. Lorne and Kayla talk some more. Lorne lays it on pretty heavily here. He also says some pretty weird stuff that makes me concerned for his nieces. Lorne also quits his job, but who cares about making money and making sure you have a roof over your head? Okay, this part makes me think that Lorne is more aware of what's going on. So there's this fancy cool thing called enthusiastic consent. Basically, when you're engaging with a partner in a sexual way, you don't want to just look for a yes, but an enthusiastic yes to make sure that they actually want to go on with what's gonna happen. That way you know your partner is truly into what's going on between the two of you, and it helps you avoid those nasty Twitter cancellations. That's what Lorne is looking for here. Well, not really. In fact, I don't think Lorne cares about what I just said at all. If he did, why hasn't he brought this up the entire chat log? No, Lorne is saying this to see if Kayla passes the vibe check. He's already pretty skeptical of her because of the pictures, so this is his way of trying to figure out if Kayla really wants to do this and if she's really real. Oh, and also, delete your archives. Next day. So Lorne is like always naked in front of his webcam. I just want to make sure you know that. He kind of just walks around his webcam naked 24/7. Lorne and Kayla talk on the phone once again. Lorne talks about them meeting up and plan out the date. Holy crap, does she sound so young.
So are you looking at me right now too?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
What do you think?
I'm thinking I wish I was there with you right now. If I was, you'd be naked.
Really?
Yeah. Would you want to be?
I guess so.
Okay. Would you want me to be?
If you wanted to.
Of course I want to. Of course I want to be naked with you. I love you. Why wouldn't I want to be naked with you?
I love you too.
Am I making you blush?
A little bit, yeah.
So your parents are supposed to leave on the 18th?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll be gone for about 4 days.
Huh?
They'll be gone about 4 days.
For about 4 days?
Yeah.
So, do you know what time they're going to leave on the 18th?
No, but I'll let you know.
I would hope so.
They get off the phone because Kayla's parents were fighting. Lorne doesn't care about this unless it affects him though. You only get to play for Bud for 5 minutes, then your clothes are coming off. Lots more sex talk. This pretty much lasts the whole time they talk this night. Lorne throws out another vibe check. Lorne explains coming to Kayla. Show me your toy and blah blah archives. Good night. Next day, more talking. 11 more days, precious. More sex talk. Insanity.
Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy.
Lorne further detailing his kidnapping plans to Kayla. Man, they really talk into the late hours of the night. The dedication is real. I don't know when this started because honestly I zoned out, but Lorne has started doing this weird ownership thing. Like Kayla's area is his area and Lorne's penis is his penis. It's super weird, but that is an understatement. Lorne asks her to explain a lot of stuff. Delete them archives. Next day. Oh, Kayla is up early. How nice for me. Silly Lorne, you already asked about my hair down there. I used to make a lot of money. Lorne really likes his butt stuff, huh? 10 more days. Ooh, we get an early delete your archives twice. Our convo for the day isn't over. Kayla is just stepping away from the computer and Lorne has to be ultra careful. Yes, Kayla, lie and skip school just to spend time with me. More sex talk. Kayla, I think you make the perfect mother, don't you? More talking. Delete your archives. Good night. Next day. Wow, we're on very early today. Let's talk about babies again. What do you want to name our child? My dad left my mom with us 6 kids when I was 2 years old. She met another guy when I was 3 years old and was with him for 27 years, but we didn't move in with him until I was 9 years old, and they broke up when I was 30 because he cheated on her. I never even seen my real dad until I was 21 years old. Hey, by the way, do you want me to have sex with you? I know I've asked like 1,000 times, but I just really want to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry that you can't tell your friends about me because I'm 37. Are you sure you want to do this, Kayla? Delete your archives. Good night. Next day, Lorne is big mad. Hey, Lorne got a job interview. Hopefully nothing tragic happens.
Sheriff's office, down! Get down! On the ground!
Oh, by the way, babe, can you make sure I wake up in time to go? I know you have school, but I really need this job. More attachment issues. Don't go into any chat rooms or you might get hurt. No delete your archives this night? Well, damn, I guess this is how Lorne got caught. You had one job and you failed. Next day, wow, 8 in the morning, a new change of pace. Here's some weird stuff. So Lorne has more frequently asked Kayla what she's wearing, and it's really creepy. More sex talk. You'll like the spanking I'm going to give you. Delete your archives. Next day, here's another day completely null and void because Lorne couldn't get away from his friends. We join our duo the next day in the afternoon. Want to see my penis? More sex talk, more clothing talk, more weirdness. You'd think that things would get more interesting as we're nearing the big date, but not really. It's really bad to smoke, Lorne. No, don't worry, I'll quit. 6 more days, baby. Why are you talking about marriage, dog? You admitted in the beginning that you can't marry her till she's 18. Now you're talking about it like it's about to happen tomorrow. It's also weird that Lorne wants a pair of Kayla's underwear. I mean, this guy has stared endlessly at photos of her. Imagine the creepy stuff he'll do with that. Blah blah blah. Delete your archives. Good night. Next day. So I think I figured out why this entire chat log feels so repetitive. So there's this thing many people say about older people getting into a relationship with younger people, and that is the fact that they don't really have that much to talk about. I'm 20, I'm a pretty young guy, and I have no idea what type of conversation I would have with a 13-year-old. Maybe I can talk to somebody who is 17, I guess, because I'm still in school and they're still in high school, but it still wouldn't really be a connection there. What I just explained is what's happening throughout this entire chat log. Lorne is 37 years old and Kayla is 13 years old. They have absolutely nothing in common. That's why when they talk, it's only sexual or pertaining to their relationship, but they never have conversations because there's nothing to talk about. Sure, Lorne will ask Kayla about her school life or talk about his job or other things, but those convos, which aren't really convos technically, only last about like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, back to the chat. They talk some more. Way later that day, Lorne and Kayla get into another call. This one is pretty interesting, as Lorne has to plan with Kayla a fake breakup, in order to get that pesky Yahoo chat away from them.
Honey,
Hey.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, this is what I gotta tell you really quick, okay?
Okay.
Okay, on Wednesday night, we have to pretend like we're breaking up.
Okay.
We have to do that on Yahoo.
Okay.
Okay. Then we'll go on. What is it? The MySpace I am, and we'll talk on
Okay.
there. Okay.
Okay.
Then Thursday night, don't even get on the computer to get me. Just call me. Okay.
Okay.
Your parents won't be home. Right.
Right.
So just call me Thursday night.
Okay.
If they don't leave yet, though, if they don't leave yet, then get on. Oh, jeez, I can't remember the name of it.
MySpace?
Yeah. If they don't leave Thursday, then get on MySpace and leave me a message on that, so I'll know.
Okay.
Then we'll talk on there again.
Okay.
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 Remember all that, okay?
I will, I promise.
Okay.
My, Lorne, you're quite a sneaky one. Who taught you how to commit crimes? Back to the chat. Kayla messes up the plan, but Lorne sees no issue with that. More sex talk, more anxiousness. Lorne and Kayla talk about cum, more of the same stuff. Delete your archives. Good night. Next day. It's very concerning how someone's entire day, entire life, is centered around someone they haven't met before. Lorne starts sending these cryptic messages that Kayla has to decipher. Kayla asks about one of the MySpace girls that Lorne had friended on MySpace. This was the first time we knew about her, but the full story didn't come out till Tiffany and Ember talked to Lorne about it in 2018. Back to the same TLOC, Lorne has asked this question so many times. More sex talk, more cum talk. Delete your archives. Good night. Finally, we made it to the final 3 days of the Holy Lornography. Fun fact, to help keep track of messages and dates, I would use the Find tool on Google, type in the date, and voila, I see every message sent between Lorne and Kayla that day. Usually, Lorne and Kayla would collectively send about 600 to 800 messages to one another. On slower days, it would be around 200 to 500, and on rare occasions, it would be under 100. On the opposite side of the spectrum, a really good day would be about 800 to 900 messages, and on rare occasions, i.e. 2 times throughout the entire month, Lorne and Kayla would message one another more than 1,000 times. And you guessed it, those days are the 16th and the 17th. We get confirmation that yes, Kayla's parents will be gone around 4 on Thursday, but Jessie, Kayla's friend, will be at her house, so the plan is for Lorne to get there after 7:30. Lorne makes it clear that Kayla should not talk about this in the chat, but Kayla's a little forgetful, so she's gonna forget sometimes. They chat for a bit, standard Lorne and Kayla chat. No, really, the chat is exactly the same as any normal day, except for they chat much longer. So, delete your archives. Good night. Next day, we open to Kayla spamming Lorne with messages. Man, Kayla is sure excited about what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Sheriff's office down! Get down! On the ground!
Lorne comes on and they both talk about how excited they are for tomorrow. They say that they're both gonna go to bed at 9, so they'll be ready for tomorrow. Lorne makes sure Kayla tells him the address on the phone so it isn't recorded anywhere. Jessie isn't coming over tomorrow, so 6:30 is when Lorne will be called. Are you ready for my penis? They pretty much chat like normal for the rest of the time. They finally go to bed, both excited for the big day tomorrow. Oh, and delete your archives. Kayla comes in looking for Lorne, waits to call him, and wishes Lorne a happy birthday. Lorne plans out his day and screws himself even harder.
I'm gonna take a shower, and then I'm gonna go put gas in my truck. Then I have to go to Walmart really quick to get them things so I don't get you pregnant. Because I thought that I got them, and I didn't.
Okay.
So I gotta get them.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna be on my way.
Kayla sends the last message, telling Lorne that she loves him. Kayla calls Lorne again while he's in the shower to tell him that she actually doesn't have a garage.
You're gonna think I'm really stupid.
Why?
You asked me about the garage.
Yeah? You have one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be bringing you back here anyway, so it doesn't matter now.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got too excited.
Unless you want me to stay there. Do you want me to stay there or you want to come back here?
It doesn't matter. Either one.
Huh?
Either one.
Either one?
Yeah.
What about Bud, though?
Well, I guess we better go back to your place then.
Okay.
Alright. I'll let you go.
Hey, after you get out of the shower, call me again. So that way I can get your phone number. So that way, on my way, if I want to stop and call you and tell you where I'm at, then I can.
I can go ahead and give it to you now.
Well, no, you can't 'cause I'm in the shower.
This is me. Like I said, I'm taking a shower. It's too bad you can't get the whole picture, but you're too busy concentrating on your new guy. You know, the one that you spent all night with last night. Stayed up all night with last night. Couldn't talk to me this morning because you stayed up with him all night last night. And then you couldn't answer my call until like around 3 o'clock today because you had to charge your battery because you stayed up with him all night. So, don't think I'm stupid to your fucking crap. I'm not stupid to your crap. I know I'm not the only fucking guy you've been talking to. Because last night proved it when you stayed up with him all fucking night. So, there you go. I'm far from stupid.
And that's it for the chat log. This was a ride. I have never gone through the chat log before like that, and now that I have, I would encourage you to do the same. Yes, it did get repetitive, and I did poke at that fact, but that's the beauty in the chat log. It's very easy to label Lorne as a pedo and a sex offender, and then just call it a day, but the chat log really gives a full picture of what actually was going on. The fact that Lorne came back every day for a month, every message, every minute with his camera on, delete your archives, Mr. Penis, all of it was just one more nail in the coffin that was built when Lorne first started talking to Kayla in the chat log. And that is just the chat log on its own. We haven't discussed the content that stems from it. We have the phone calls Lorne made to the decoy Kayla, we have extra commentary from Sherry Twist, the person who played Kayla in the chat log, there's the sting where Lorne is confronted about the chat log, the interrogation that follows that, his prison journal detailing why he was screwed over, his lawsuit suing the people who put him in jail, so many readings of the chat log, so many analysis of the chat log, a book mocking the events in the chat log, a church dedicated to celebrating the chat log, and so much more. It's perfect. It's the greatest story ever told. I can't even give it a rating. Can you rate the Bible? I don't think so.
Ho ho ho, it's a man in his bathrobe.
So you've made it to the end of the video, and that makes me very happy. I'm glad that you enjoyed this video as well as everything I've made for Lornemas. It definitely was an uphill battle editing all these videos in such a short amount of time, but I'm very glad I did it because I had a ton of fun doing it. But speaking of Lornemas, there's actually one more thing I want to give to you all. So way back when I was making my series on Lorne Armstrong right in the beginning, I needed a way to keep track of all the phone calls I was listening to, because if you're aware, there are a ton of phone calls, some very important to the story and some not. I needed a really good and quick and easy way to categorize all my thoughts in one place that made sense to me and that I could always refer back to anytime I needed it when I was making the series. So I started to jot down all of my notes in an Excel sheet. I have the call name and then I just type in my description. Soon I started to expand on that. I added dates and then I sorted everything so everything was in order, which made it easier for me to read everything. So now I have this document that I don't really need anymore because I finished the series, but maybe you guys can do something with it. In this Excel sheet, you'll find almost every call in the dump. It has the call name as well as a description of the call. Then it has how long the call is and the date, and it also has who stars in the call, who plays in it. This alone took me a lot to kind of make it all neat and presentable for you guys to use it, because it was just a huge jumbled mess with just random notes spattered everywhere. But now it looks very neat and very presentable, and I'm very happy to share it with you all. This is an Excel sheet, and if you don't have Excel, I'm pretty sure you can just open it with like Google Sheets or something. So it's pretty accessible to anybody. I should also mention that there obviously will be calls that I didn't add or came out later that I didn't listen to. And of course I didn't add that. Maybe one day I'll go back and add it as like maybe a project of mine, but for now it's just gonna stand as it is. Hopefully some of you enjoy my little Lornemas gift, because I spent a ton of time on it, and I spent a ton of time on this video, so I hope you enjoyed that as well. And I think that's it. To kind of just riff a bit, it was very, very fun to come back to the series. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did, but I love just going back, listening to all the like Jamie Amy calls, going through the chat log, reading all of it, listening to Taken Abroad. I really had a good time. And I hope you all also had a good time during this Lornemas, because it is a special day after all. Alright, I'm done taking up more of your time. I'll see you in my next video whenever that comes out. Thank you for watching and listening to me. Thanks for everything, and I'll see you in the next video.
I gave you my